Hello, everyone. Pond for Chronically Spicy, and I just spent the last hour doing an article read on what I thought was YouTube and TikTok, but I forgot to actual go live on TikTok. Sorry, on YouTube. So here I am, and we're going to try to be as brief as possible. If you have questions regarding anything I bring up, no, one, I'm not a medical professional. I am a patient with too many allergies to list, including latex, coconut, ethylamine chloride, bananas, and avocados are my main ones. And that means I'm allergic to literally hundreds of foods and many medications. So this information that I'm going to be sharing for you is from an allergist practice. I have linked the source in the description box for you. This is not specific to latex allergy. This is anaphylaxis in general. And if you have questions that you would like me to answer, or you have questions that you just, what does this mean or what should I do? Number one, again, not a doctor. Please talk to your doctor about any specific medical questions. But I can help with research if necessary. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one or in some type of group virtual setting, let me know. You can email me at chronicallyspicy@gmail.com, or you can comment and let me know in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe, favorite, comment, and hit that notification bell, because all of those things let the algorithm know that you want to see more of my content and helps other people get to see my content as well, because the more people who interact with my content, the more the algorithm knows that what I'm sharing is what people happen to be looking for. And I only share the information that, one, I can verify is from reputable and respected sources, and two, almost all these questions that I had because it took me way too long to figure this out. With that being said, let's get to the article. Let's go to screen share. And I will add this to the allergies and anaphylaxis playlist, I believe. I will also add it to the latex allergy playlist and the mast cell activation playlist, although the guidelines are specific to general anaphylaxis. Some of what is shared is applicable to both of those conditions as well. Okay. All right, 1 second. We are going to swamp that. There we go. Okie dokie, because you need to see that, right? Okay, let's do the read on this. This is from Becker ENT and Allergy.com. And again, this is listed, the link is in the description box. Okay, so share this tab instead. Awesome. All right, from mild to life-threatening, navigating the 4 stages of anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a severe and potentially life-threatening allergic reaction that requires immediate medical attention. It can be triggered by various substances, including certain foods, medications, insect venom, and latex. This medical emergency can occur as a result of food allergies, insect stings, or even idiopathic anaphylaxis. Do me a favor. If you've been diagnosed with idiopathic anaphylaxis, I'm not diagnosing, just look up the definition of anaphylaxis and also the definition of MCAS. And let me know in the comments what you think, because every MCAS patient I know has been diagnosed, almost every MCAS patient I know has been diagnosed with idiopathic anaphylaxis years before they got their MCAS diagnosis. Anyway, so anaphylaxis can occur due to all of these reasons, or even idiopathic anaphylaxis, or the cause is unknown. Again, look up MCAS. This article will help you understand the difference between anaphylaxis, different stages of anaphylaxis, its symptoms, and take appropriate action and how to take appropriate action if you or someone you know experiences an anaphylactic reaction. Okay, understanding anaphylaxis and its triggers. An anaphylaxis is an extreme and rapid immune response to an allergen, which is a substance that triggers an allergic reaction. Common triggers of anaphylaxis include foods, including peanuts, tree nuts, shells, shellfish, milk, fish, and eggs. Medications. Some people may have allergic reactions to certain drugs, such as penicillin or aspirin, or if you have MCAS, anything can trigger you. So that's something to be aware of. Even medications meant to help us. Insect venom. I am severely allergic to all spider bites. A mosquito, a brown recluse sent me to the ER 3 times last year. Stings from bees, wasps, yellow jackets, and other stinging insects can cause anaphylaxis in some individuals. Latex. This natural rubber found in some medical and dental supplies can trigger severe allergic reactions. Note that natural rubber latex is used in over 40,000 household products. Anything from baby bottles to menstrual pads to bath mats to the backing on rugs to everything. It's in a lot of things. And if your kid plays sports or you play sports, you might want to definitely set up an appointment with your allergist or pediatric allergist, and see if you can get the coach in on that convo, because footballs, basketballs, tennis rackets, sometimes the grip is latex, and tennis balls. Some people can handle brand new tennis balls if the bladder's not broken, but that ball gets beat up at high speeds real fast. So let's just say if I'd learned I was allergic to latex, I would not have finished my senior year with my doubles partner as district champions undefeated. So anyway, exercise. In rare cases, physical activity can induce anaphylaxis. If that happens to you, I would recommend speaking with your doctor about the possibility of histamine intolerance and or mast cell activation syndrome, because you can have one, both, or the other. Combination of factors. Sometimes anaphylaxis may occur when multiple factors come together, such as an exposure to an allergen and physical exertion. Mind you, the medical definition for anaphylaxis is 2 or more body systems affected at once. Okay. It'll say later in the article other things, but just so you know, I have verified this multiple times from various medical sources, and the bottom line is that, once you get to airway tightening, closing, and what's it called? Severe drop in blood pressure, you've bypassed anaphylaxis and forgotten to go on your way past. Forgotten to collect your $200 on when you passed go, because you went straight from anaphylaxis to anaphylactic shock. At that point, you already need to be under the care of EMTs, trained EMTs in the back of the ambulance, or preferably already in a hospital setting. All right, so symptoms can include severe skin rashes, itching and hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat. That is one of my first signs. Shortness of breath, wheezing, or chest tightness. If you feel like you need an inhaler, that's a good sign. Talk to your doctor, always. Dizziness, lightheadedness, or fainting. Okay. Keep in mind, some of these are symptoms of other reactions or other conditions like POTS or MCAS or EDS, connective tissue disorder. But if it's happening in tandem with any other reactions, and you have MCAS, or you don't, it's still important to talk to your doctor and possibly go straight to the ER. So make sure you follow your doctor's directions and make an appointment to talk with them about what your rescue plan should be if you're not sure. Stomach pain, bloating, vomiting, or diarrhea, your uterine cramps, woman, a sensation of impending doom or anxiety. And that, doctor friends, is why I always tell and always say, sometimes Doctors stop looking when they diagnose, oh, it must just be anxiety or panic attack. And sometimes the anxiety is a symptom of anaphylaxis, and it's not the diagnosis itself. It still needs to be treated, but it's not the only thing happening. Recognizing anaphylaxis facial symptoms. This is a big one for me. Early identification of symptoms of anaphylaxis in the face is crucial, and it often presents with distinctive signs. The most common among these is swelling, including lips, tongue, and eyelids. This can occur rapidly, leading to significant discomfort and alarm. Accompanying this swelling are often skin reactions like a red, itchy rash or hives, particularly noticeable on the face and neck. If it's MCAS, that we usually for me that's MCAS, like histamine dump flushing. Some reactions are not only uncomfortable, but indicative of a broader systemic allergic response. In addition to physical changes, patients may experience a sense of warmth or flushing in the face. Happens with MCAS for me, coupled with a feeling of throat tightness or difficulty swallowing. I can feel pills where they're going down, like exactly where they are in my esophagus. I have chronic, almost daily anaphylaxis at least once a day because fun. I'm allergic to everything and have MCAS. And that's a marker for a severe allergic reaction. For me, it's a marker of a Tuesday or a Sunday or a Wednesday or a day that ends with Y. So I have a very specific rescue plan based on my situation. You need to talk to your doctor about what your rescue plan should be for you. Immediate action is vital when symptoms are observed. The first line of response should be the administration of an epinephrine autoinjector, followed by urgent medical attention. Timely recognition and action are key in managing an anaphylactic reaction effectively and can significantly impact the patient's outcome. Anaphylactic stages. Stage 1. The first stage of anaphylaxis, also known as a mild allergic reaction, pay attention, is characterized by mild symptoms that may not immediately indicate a severe anaphylactic reaction. These symptoms can include itching, skin redness, localized hives, and allergic rhinitis. How many symptoms did I say it takes for a medical definition to fit anaphylaxis? 2 or more body systems. Two. Mild reactions to insect stings, insect bites, and common food allergies such as tree nut allergies may also manifest in this stage. It is essential to closely monitor the progression of these symptoms, as they can quickly escalate to more severe stages of anaphylaxis, leading to a medical emergency. If I was the editor or the writer on this piece, I would have changed the last sentence to read, it is essential to closely monitor the progression of these symptoms, as they can quickly escalate to more severe forms of allergic reaction, including anaphylactic shock, leading to a medical emergency. During this stage, an individual may experience symptoms similar to those of a less severe allergic reaction, such as contact dermatitis. Picture a doctor wearing latex gloves during a 12-hour surgery. And then remind yourself, if you have latex allergy, that you need to call and find out if the doctors use latex gloves in the hospital before you even show up. You know what I mean? Stay safe. Because every reaction and exposure can increase the severity for those who already have it, to loss of more foods or severity of reaction, and can trigger anaphylaxis and in people who previously were not allergic, because it's like a progressive buildup. During this stage, an individual may experience symptoms similar to those of a less severe allergic reaction, such as contact dermatitis, itchy, rashy hands after taking off sweaty latex gloves from our 12-hour surgery. That's contact them. That's actually like, I've been told by my doctors that's actually like stage 1 and latex allergy. But talk to your doctor and make sure you stay safe. An allergic or an allergic reaction to dust mites. I'm severely allergic to dust mites. By the way, dust mites share proteins with shellfish and cockroaches. I am allergic to dust mites and cockroaches. I can still eat shellfish, but probably because of one, I'm not eating the shell, and two, shellfish for me is a special occasion food, not an everyday food. So I think that's one of the reasons, and the only reason I can still actually have that. Trust me, I will know exactly when I have to stop because I just found out I was allergic to stevia 2 weeks ago, and I stopped the second I figured it out. And let's just say that things are already getting better. However, it is crucial to remain vigilant and consult a healthcare provider, one that is hopefully aware with your of how to proceed and treat your specific allergy, and who can help you work up a comprehensive and personalized rescue plan for you to keep you safe. The risk of anaphylaxis increases with subsequent exposure to allergens like latex because it's a progressive allergy, and the severity of anaphylactoid reactions can vary. Anaphylactoid, meaning there's no IgE-mediated or blood test quantifiable or skin prick quantifiable allergic reaction to whichever food or drink that you have ingested and haven't had and have had ingested on a regular basis, and the same pattern always happens. My short analogy for this is house fire that started with an accidental grease fire in the kitchen versus arson. Fire department does not show up and ask you first if it was arson or an accidental grease fire. They put the fire out. They get to work. Then they do the investigation, and that's exactly how MCAS patients, if you have anaphylactoid reactions, need to be treated, in my personal opinion, based on all of the research that I've done and the doctors I've spoken to. Treatment options for treatment options for prescription allergy rash. When it comes to prescription allergies, the resulting rash can be uncomfortable and unsightly, or it can make walking completely difficult for a week. Ask me how I know. However, medical treatments options for prescription allergy rash does exist, unfortunately. For one specific allergy that I know of, we're usually prescribed medications that contain the exact thing we were just got diagnosed as being allergic to. Let me know in the comments if you'd like some more information on that one too. It is important to consult with a healthcare provider to determine the best course of action. It is also extremely important to make sure that that allergist or that healthcare provider understands the specific allergies and or triggers that you have. You can check out Facebook groups, local Facebook groups, and lurk for a while, figure out which doctors are close enough for you to drive to, which ones medically gaslight, which ones are aware, and go from there. And in the process, make friends while finding a like-minded community. Anaphylaxis action plan for emergencies. Having an anaphylaxis emergency plan in place is essential for individuals at risk of severe allergic reactions. This plan should include the following steps: recognize the symptoms of anaphylaxis and their severity. 2. Administer an epinephrine autoinjector, e.g. EpiPen, as soon as possible if severe symptoms are present. Epinephrine is the first line treatment for anaphylaxis and can be life-threatening. Life-saving. Not using it could be life-threatening. Call 911 or seek emergency medical care immediately, even if symptoms appear to improve after administering medication, because biphasic reactions are possible, like an allergic aftershock, essentially. If trained to do so, perform CPR on the patient who loses consciousness or their pulse becomes weak or absent. Call the ambulance before you start the CPR if you end up at this point. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing personal experience. This is why you need to have a rescue plan with your doctor, because this reads to me like someone's losing consciousness because of anaphylactic shock. 5, notify emergency medical personnel of the person's history of anaphylaxis and any known allergens. I'm currently compiling my allergy itemized allergy list. I think I'm at 150 individual allergens because I have to list everything. I can't just tell a doctor I'm allergic to ethylene dichloride and coconut, because then they're just going to look for the words ethylene dichloride and coconut. And if they don't see that in the main active ingredient list, or they don't see it in the inactive ingredient list, the fillers, they're going to prescribe it to me, and I'm going to use it if I don't know to look better than to look it up. And then we just have a whole spiral. So I never leave a doctor's office appointment without cross-referencing before we leave, and making sure I have a medication that I can take. And if they can't provide me with one, letting them know that I can call my compounding pharmacist and we can work something out if it's possible to be compounded. All right, to prevent a future anaphylactic reaction. Again, this is not specific to latex allergy, but there's a lot of good info here for people with food allergies. It is crucial to identify and avoid known alert allergens that can trigger severe allergies or severe anaphylaxis. This involves working closely with a healthcare provider, allergy specialist, or immunologist to determine specific allergens and develop a personalized treatment plan. If you have MCAS, for example, you can look at tmsforcure.org, the Mass Cell Society for Cure.org, and there is a medical rescue plan, emergency rescue plan you can print out and fill out with your doctor. I haven't looked at that form in a while, but there's a possibility that it might be able to be personalized for you based on your if you don't have MCAS but you're allergic to, say, tree nuts. Take it into your doctor and say, can we file, is there something like this that you can create for my allergy that we can put in my medical files, and I keep it in my wallet or my purse or whatever, because awareness is important to staying safe. Carrying an epinephrine auto-injector at all times as a single dose can be life-saving in the event of an allergic emergency. I always carry 4. Ever since the time I had two pens, same box, same lot number, misfire on me. And I didn't have any other epi, so I had to go to the ER. It's important for the patient to know how to use the autoinjector properly and to administer it into the anterolateral thigh or mid-outer thigh during anaphylaxis symptoms, 2 or more body symptoms. Wearing a medical alert bracelet or carrying a card that identifies an individual allergies. I don't know if there's anything big enough for that. I have too many. Anyway, history of anaphylaxis and risk for anaphylaxis. Okay. Do I win a cookie? Never mind. I'm probably allergic to it. Okay. 3, educating family and friends and coworkers about an individual or your own allergen, symptoms of anaphylaxis, and the importance of prompt treatment in the event of an anaphylactic emergency. 4, regularly reviewing and updating the anaphylaxis emergency action plan, which should include the recognition of symptoms, the administration of an epinephrine autoinjector, seeking emergency medical attention, and notifying medical services of the individual's risk and history. 5, avoiding common triggers such as allergenic foods, stinging insects like yellow jackets, and the allergens that can cause respiratory symptoms or drop in blood pressure. Number 1, if you're looking at this because you have MCAS, your triggers can change from day to day, from hour to hour, from season to season, and you might react to things you're not even allergic to, anaphylactoid reaction, but you still need the fire put out, i.e. you still need the epinephrine, right? Sorry. And again, if your blood pressure is starting to drop dangerously, get the booty to a hospital ASAP. Because once your blood pressure starts to drop and your airway starts to close and you perhaps lose consciousness, you've already entered anaphylactic shock zone, and that's when the timer starts on your chances of survival. I'm not trying to be bleak. I'm just trying to explain to you why I am housebound from Thanksgiving to the New Year, because I'm airborne allergic to poinsettia plants. And there's no store, there's no restaurant that I know of that does not decorate with poinsettias. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to go to my doctor's office during this point in time. So I'm going to have to see if I can do things telemedicine. But we'll figure that out probably on Tuesday. By taking these preventative measures, individuals with a history of severe allergies or anaphylaxis can reduce the risk of future reactions, including biphasic anaphylaxis, where a second reaction occurs hours, sometimes days after the initial reaction. But I think the standards for hospitals ERs to keep patients for like 4 hours for observation. Early intervention, treatment of options, and management of anaphylaxis is critical for preventing fatal. I would change anaphylaxis to anaphylactic shock and ensuring the best possible outcome for those experiencing anaphylactic reactions. Yes. Okay, pediatric anaphylaxis. Note that this is going to be particularly challenging because of the unique physiological and psychological needs of children. Symptom recognition in children. Young children may not be able to articulate their symptoms effectively. Educating parents and caregivers on recognizing non-visual cues like unusual cleanliness or agitation is crucial. I used to get in trouble for not eating the foods that I am now allergic to, anaphylactic to. And I recently saw a video on TikTok of a family learning that the lentils that a child didn't want to eat wasn't because he was being picky. He just, it seems, my guess is he instinctively knew they didn't make him feel good, because that's what I used to do. And they made the video because they were like, we didn't know, we thought he was just being picky. Pickiness is sometimes like nature's way of helping us to instinctually avoid ingesting a food that we're allergic to. My thigh is killing me because fibro and EpiPens and ow. Okay, so anaphylaxis. Let's see, age appropriate treatment. Dosages of emergency medications like epinephrine will vary by age and height. I believe the lowest you can weigh for a child, I think a child has to be 66 pounds to have epi administered. I am not sure what the protocol is for below that. So if you have any suggestions for allergists, pediatric allergists that I could possibly interview to get this question answered for a few mamas who've reached out, let me know in the comments. Social management strategies for managing anaphylaxis in school settings, including training school staff and peers about anaphylaxis, recognition and response, and the importance of having individualized action plans. This is coming from a former high school athlete. I was second doubles all through high school. And turns out, oops, tennis rackets can contain latex in the grip, and even changing out the grip might not be enough. And tennis balls themselves contain latex underneath all that fuzz. And once the bladder bursts, which is relatively easy because you're beating the living Jesus out of that ball every time it hits pavement, I probably wouldn't be able to go back to playing tennis at all at this point. So it's probably this time, if I actually have my tennis racket still, but it's probably this time to sell it for like $25 and let it go. And also, you might want to talk to your child's sports coaches, football, basketball, soccer, swimming, all of that, because swim goggles, swim caps, and bathing suits can all contain latex allergy crosses like spandex and other materials, and latex itself. Emotional support. Addressing the psychological impact of living with severe allergies in children includes anxiety and social challenges, and recommending support systems and resources. Please do this for adults too. Dietary management, guidance for parents on navigating food allergies, food safe practices, and dietary alternatives for children with food triggered anaphylaxis, if that is possible to do. Okay, dietary and lifestyle choice advice for managing food-related anaphylaxis. One, deep dive into food labels. That means reading the active ingredients, breaking those down, and then looking at the inactive ingredients and breaking those down too. Look out for phrases that state things like may contain or are manufactured in a facility that is also processes, because you don't know if there's cross-contamination going on. You can call the manufacturer directly. Perhaps the thing that you're allergic to is made on a completely separate line from the thing that is safe for you, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes they can't. They don't know. If they don't know, I wouldn't eat it. I'm not giving advice. I'm just telling you what I would do or not do. Navigate restaurants safely. Research the restaurant in advance. Call them. Talk to the manager. Choose those with good reviews for allergy safety. I know findmeglutenfree.com works great for people with celiac disease and wheat allergy. Discuss your allergies with the chef if possible, and always double check with an order. Rainforest Cafe, it's pricey. It's a special occasion place for us. Every time we come in, husband and daughter are celiac. I'm allergic to wheat. It's also a latex allergy cross, by the way. Out comes the head chef. All right, what are the allergens? Okay, this is what you can eat. What am I making you? And she becomes basically at that point, your original server just becomes the runner. That hurts. Minimize cross-contamination at home. Create an allergy-free zone in your kitchen if possible. Implement strict cleaning protocols for surfaces that and utensils to prevent accidental exposure. Okay, so this is what we did. We got rid of all of our plasticware. We got rid of our Ready-Mix blender cup and had to buy a new one because coconut oil and avocado oil are porous and they literally will leach into the vessel, including nonstick pans, and possibly trigger anaphylaxis. It wasn't cheap, but it was necessary. So we had to kind of like go one at a time. Navigating restaurants safely, already did that. Okay, minimizing cross, I did that one already too. Maintaining nutritional balance. Collaborate with a nutritional expert to plan a diet that is high in the foods and vitamins that you are lacking. That's really, really hard for certain conditions, and especially those with multiple conditions. But it's always best to see if there's something that can be done. Emergency plan management. Regularly review and update your emergency plan. Ensure family, friends, and coworkers are always aware it can assist in case of an allergic reaction. Okay, so who is at risk? Anyone with a history of severe allergies, previous anaphylactic reactions, family history of anaphylaxis can occur in anyone, even without known allergies history. Can you pass away in your sleep from anaphylaxis? Although rare, it's possible to pass away in your sleep from anaphylaxis if a severe reaction does occur and is not properly treated. This underscores the importance of recognizing the symptoms of anaphylaxis, having an emergency rescue plan in place, and carrying an epinephrine auto-injector if you have a history of anaphylaxis or severe allergies. Again, they use the singular. I always go with the plural. I carry 2 to 4 all times, no less than 2. Because the first pen and the second pen could possibly misfire. I've had that happen. Early intervention can help prevent fatal outcomes and ensure the best possible outcome from those experiencing anaphylactic reactions. Can anaphylaxis go away on its own? Anaphylaxis is a severe and potentially life-threatening allergic reaction, and as such, I would change the first word to say either anaphylaxis and or anaphylactic shock, and go on from there. But it is unlikely to resolve on its own without treatment. If you suspect that you or someone else is experiencing anaphylaxis, administer an auto-injector if available and seek emergency medical care immediately. If this is an allergy you've been dealing with forever, you know for a fact you're going to react to X, Y, or Z, and no matter what form it's cooked in, presented in, whatever, you might want to give your doctor a call or allergist a call and see if they're willing to prescribe an EpiPen prescription because of this very fact. Okay, can anaphylaxis go away on its own? Anaphylaxis is a severe and potentially life-threatening allergic reaction and such, unlikely to resolve on its own without treatment. If you suspect that you or someone else is experiencing anaphylaxis, administer the epinephrine auto-injector if available, and seek emergency medical care. Delaying treatment can lead to a serious complication or possibly worse. It is crucial to recognize the symptoms of anaphylaxis and to act quickly to ensure the patient's best possible outcomes. All right, let's see. So let's go back over here. All right, so the article that I just read, I'm going to pin the link in the description box below. Please, if you have had issues with doctors believing you, etc., print that out, take it to them. They don't need to know my name. They don't care who I am. This is for you to stay safe. And this is just one of many options for information on anaphylaxis and how to manage it. If your MCAS is latex allergy specific, coconut allergy specific, tree nut specific, or a combination thereof, you might want to ask your doctor about latex fruit syndrome and go from there. And lastly, I hope that you are having a wonderfully boring, flare-free, allergy-free, EpiPen-free day. And tomorrow is just as boring as today was because not a single one of us asked to be put in this in this boat going up a creek without a paddle that I might not even be able to possibly touch, because what if it was made with mesquite wood, or it grew in the same area as mesquite plants, because bushes, because oh my god, that stuff gets in everything. Anyway, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I we'll see you in the next one. Please thank you for supporting me, for spreading awareness for latex allergy and related allergies, and stay safe. If you know that your doctor's not going to listen to you, if you leave more doctor's appointments crying than because of being medically gaslit, and not because you're in so much pain that they're like, yeah, well, take an aspirin, we can't prescribe anything else. I understand. Please feel free to email me at chronicallyspicy@gmail.com, and we can discuss if you'd like to be a guest on a future podcast on Chronically Spicy. Lots to talk about there. And last bit was, one second, I really lose you. Let me see. That's okay. I have no idea where that one went. All right. So bottom line, I will add the link in the description box, and then I can edit the title and information there. And I appreciate you for spending your time with me tonight. I'm going to go epi now, and don't do what I do. I'm a bad example, but I deal with this on the daily, and I can't epi 4 times a day. Dr. Lawrence Afrin himself spoke of a patient who had Tepi 12 times a day to keep her symptoms under control. I get 5 2-packs per month. I used to get 30 per month. I have not done anything untoward or not particularly looked at by, law enforcement as, hey, that was a great idea, because it wasn't. But yeah, there's a lot to know to keep ourselves safe. You can check out my Linktree, my Patreon, and buy me a coffee. You can, if you're interested in buying any of the products that I do product reviews for, because I tend to stick to things that are latex allergy safe, coconut allergy safe, and sometimes I eat a completely different dinner than my family does because, ta-da, coconut allergy at times. Yeah. Pomeranian. Tell me you have a Pomeranian in your house without telling me you have a Pomeranian in your house. Okay, so anyway, that's what I got for now. Please join me on Threads, because I'm going to start trying to post together compilations of pictures of my time campaigning for President-elect Trump. And I think it is important for any politician, and I would have expected the same of Kamala Harris too. I can't vote if I'm not, alive. So really, it's in their best interest to help you figure out what the heck's going on. Know that MCAS and some food allergies are diagnoses of exclusion, meaning they need to rule out other things first. Sorry, tongue is going dry. And I'm gonna take care of business. I chew ice because it stimulates the salivary glands because it's prepping your body for food. If you're chewing, you must be about to eat a real meal, right? Not always, but in this case, it's helped me a bunch of times. Aside from that, that's pretty much all I've got for tonight. If you have any questions, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you stopping by. Latex allergy awareness saves lives, and the more we know, the more we educate ourselves, the better we are, and the better it is for our families as well. So stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. Ooh.
Oh, it's done.
Oh.
Why did you flash yourself in the eyes?